Yeah, what we have here is how to estimate, the required tiles. That is the total number of tiles required for a specific area. So the first thing to do is to measure the floor area. So you need to know, the area of the floor that you're going to tile. So you're going to remove the doors, you understand, and all those skirting from it. But before we delve into that, so the first thing is just to measure the floor area, and you know that your area is the length times the width, and it's going to give you from the diagram that is 600 by 600 So if you check that, you are going to have your length to be 6 and your width to be 4 So if you multiply that together, you're going to have 24 meters square. That is for maybe if the length of your floor is 6 meters and the width is 4 meters. So you just multiply the length and the width together. So it will give you 24 meters square. So that is your floor area. Then you measure the tile size. Different type of tiles will have different sizes. There's that of 1200 millimeters by 600 millimeters. Then we have 1200 by 1200, 600 by 600. We still have 300 by 600, even 300 by 300. And we also have smaller sizes than this. So depending on the size of the tiles you are using. So you just need to just know the area of the tiles. So the area of the tiles is going to give you the tile length and the tile width. So for 600 by 600, so that is going to give you 0.36 meters square. So from there you calculate the number of tiles that is required. So for you to know the number of tiles, you are going to divide the floor area, that is the total floor area. Maybe you have the floor area for your sitting room, your dining, your kitchen, maybe 3 other rooms. So you sum the floor areas together. You understand? So when you sum the floor areas together, it's going to give you the total, floor area. Then you now divide by the area of tiles. You understand? That is one. Then maybe for your toilet wall, your kitchen wall, if you're using the same tiles, so you just calculate the wall area. So once you get the wall area, you'll be able to divide by the area of the tiles, right? Then if you do that, you're going to have about 24 divided by 0.36, which is going to give you 66.67. So you always round up. So it is going to give you 67 tiles. So that is going to give you the number of tiles. So the next thing is to add wastages and allowance. So because if you buy exactly 67 tiles pieces, so when you do some rough cutting and wastages and all those, it's going to tend to limit the specific number of the tiles you've purchased. So that is why you always create this allowance for wastage. So, and from the table we have layout type 5 to 7%. Then we also have 10 to 15%. So if you add that percentage of 10% to the tiles, and 10% is about 7 tiles to the one you have before. That is 67 plus the other, you're going to have 74 tiles in total. So that is going to give you 74 pieces. So the final formula now, so the total tiles required is going to give you the floor area, plus total area plus wastage. So everything you're going to have it. So you're going to use this formula. Total tiles required is going to give you the floor area divided by the tile area plus wastage. You understand? So everything, you just sum that together and you'll be able to use that to get your quantities of tiles. So it's very, very easy. All you do is just to use your area, area comparison, then you divide the areas of the tile, then the total area of the floor or the wall you want to get, and the number of tiles. Then you just divide that, then you add your wastages, and then I think that solves it.